Alright, so we've got a little bit of an issue. Last episode, I titled it episode number 43, and nobody caught the fact that it was supposed to be episode 42, including myself until now. And I've already recorded episode 44, but this one's supposed to be episode 43. So I was just gonna go along with it because nobody noticed, but then once we got to like 100 episodes, in the back of my mind, I would know it's only 99, and I just wasn't okay with that. So this is episode 43. Last episode is 42, and I mentioned that it's episode 44 in the video. So if that's confusing, just go along with it, okay? Also, I thought that this was a perfect opportunity to plug all my other social medias right down here, okay? Go ahead and hop into the video after you follow my Instagram.
And I run around the soundtown and act like I don't care.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 44 of the Trading to Glory. We're going to start it off with picking up our Peter Schmeichel. Now, I did mention a few episodes ago that he was going to be a good buy. Now, he did drop a little bit in the last few days, but he is going to rise again, especially going into Thursday when there could be an Icon SBC. So, I'm going to sell into that hype. I'm going to take a little bit of profit there. He's currently selling for about 200,000 coins, I'd say, maybe 205k on buy now. But as you can see, there's a bit of 200k there, so we know he's at least going for 200. And then the next cheapest buy now is 210. So even if we were to sell for 200,000 coins, we would still end up making, well, actually, that would get us our coins back because there would be 10k tax. So anything above 200k is profit. And as you guys can see, it says that I bought two of them, but I can assure you I only bought one. I don't know what's going on with EA right now, but I only bought one card. So I'm going to click assign now and just see what happens. And if I get two Schmeichels, which I didn't, you just had to just not tell anybody, all right? It was between me and you there. But we only got one Schmeichel. Obviously, that's all I bought was one, but it just gave me a visual glitch there. But if you guys do enjoy this series, make sure to drop a like. We're going to send him over to the transfer list. And if we can pick up any more deals on him, then I would be happy to buy him for 190k or lower. I actually just searched him once, saw the deal there, picked him up, and thought that was a good way to start episode 44. But we do need to talk about a lot of things going into this market crash. We need to talk about Matt HD Gamer's video and how that's going to affect the market, when I think the best time to buy is as of today, and we'll also talk about the Path to Glory cards a little bit more. So let's go ahead and get into it. The Schmeichel we just picked up already has glove on him, and he's got a decent amount of contracts and 99 fitness already, so I thought, you know what, I'll go ahead and throw on a little bit more contract, get him up to 99 contract, and essentially throw him up with Tech Avion and see if I can get him to sell for immediate profit. I know I could hold him until Wednesday or Thursday and probably sell for a little bit more, but ultimately listing him right now, I'd be pretty happy with liquidating just so I can invest elsewhere, especially as we get, you know, into the days where at any point it could be the time to buy. Now, the market is kind of like recovered, and I say kind of because it's barely, but the market rose just slightly in the past like 24 hours. So like if you guys watched Matt HD Gamer's video, you can see how a couple cards that he was mentioning, like Bakayoko, dropped down to like 10.5k, and he rose back up to like 12k after he was like 15,000 coins beforehand. So they're still low, but they're not as low as they were a couple days ago. That's going to happen again, and it could be any one of these days now to where they really hit their lowest point. So I want to be liquidated, and I probably want to invest most of my coins into cards in any given day coming forward. So I would like to be mostly liquidated rather than most of my coins already be invested. So I'm going to go ahead and list up this Peter Schmeichel. I got him for 190, and if I were to sell him for 200k, as I mentioned, that would just get me my coins back. 210k, that would be 10,000 coin profit. So let's see if we can get maybe a quick 15,000 coin profit on Schmeichel. Obviously, I just bought the card, so I'd be happy with 15,000. Pretty much free coins. Speaking of Matt HD Gamer's video, okay, he mentioned that he was going to be dropping his video either on Sunday, the day that this video goes up, Monday, or Tuesday. That's the 3 days that he mentioned that it could possibly drop. So, this video is going to consist of a title that says New Market Crash or Black Friday Market Crash. And that's kind of how he titles his video. So that's what to look out for. But essentially, what is this video going to consist of, and how is it going to affect the market? Because we've mentioned this a few times before, and it does seem like a lot of you guys don't have a full grasp on it yet. So let me go ahead and explain my idea for for this. Now, in previous years, Managed Gamer has dropped a video going into Black Friday saying new market crash, and basically he warns all of his viewers that a crash is going to happen and that you should sell your cards, essentially creating the crash before the crash. Now, it is evident that he knows that the crash has already begun and prices are already low. So what could happen in this video is that he says that maybe he'll go the other way this year and say that, you know, maybe now is the time to buy. Cards are pretty low, and that's something to look out for. Also, something to consider, even if you were to drop a video saying market crash is now, sell all your cards, and that would be exactly what the trading community would want and the investing community would want. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I have no idea what he would drop, but ultimately there are so many more traders and investors this year than there have been ever before. There were more traders and investors in FIFA 17 than there were in FIFA 16, and there's way more this year than there were in FIFA 17, so that is saying something. So what's going to happen when Managed Gamer drops this video? Well, ultimately, there's going to be so many people ready to buy cards. I asked my stream today, which has about 550 people in here right now, and most of the people said that they had about 60 to 80% of their coins liquidated. Now, there were a few people saying like 30 to 40%. There were a few people that said 95 to 100%, but overall, most of the answers were between 60 and 80% liquidated, which is essentially meaning they're ready to buy cards. Coins are readily available to buy whatever they needed to buy. And something just sold. Was it the Schmeichel that we just listed? It was the Schmeichel we just listed, so we already made profit on him. He was only up for actually a few minutes, which is super, super dope. We made a nice 15K on him. But let's go ahead and continue what we're talking about. Since there's so many traders and investors, and there's so many people liquidated and ready to buy, and when this video drops, everybody's thinking there's going to be a crash. What could happen is the opposite. The opposite could actually happen to the cards. They could actually take a nice recovery on that day and go up. I'm not saying it's going to skyrocket in price because I don't think that that would be, you know, possible given the fact that Black Friday is still coming, okay? Black Friday is still coming in 13 days from now. So that's not going to happen. They're not going to skyrocket, but they could go up, which is something that nobody expects. And that's what I say to you guys. Always stay one step ahead, especially because there's so many traders and investors. So we are here staying one step ahead. We're going to see what happens when this video drops, but always be aware of stuff like that. So that's my input on it, and feel free, if you guys disagree with me, let me know in the comment section below. I'm no pro trader, I'm no freaking Nostradamus either, okay? And I could be wrong about some things, but that's my idea on what would happen. Today, the National Squad Building Challenge came out, and it's pretty straightforward. And it was so straightforward that I wasn't even going to put it in the video. And I actually did it off stream, and I took a couple screenshots of it. Now, I took this screenshot to tweet it out to show you guys what was the new SBC. And then I also tweeted out what squad I used. But ultimately, I just continued to take screenshots just in case something happened. Well, here is a slideshow of what went down when I did the National Squad SBC. Now, given the fact that I don't have good pack luck, I wasn't expecting anything out of this, but I completed it by doing this here. I went with Argentina, and I just went with discard cards. I could have used even more bronzes and silvers than I did, because I have 76 rating there. We only needed 74. This isn't even the cheapest solution. It's just cheap in general. So we moved on, and we completed the National Squad Building Challenge. So continuing past that, we opened the pack, and lo and behold, we pack an inform here, and the inform was unfortunately just Clint Dempsey, which I guess is kind of fitting for Veterans Day here in the USA. It is Armistice Day, but I mean, I'll take an inform out of a squad that I completed for like 4,000 coins. So I've got that in my transfer list now, and I still was able to kind of put it in the video through the slideshow. So, you know, drop a like for the effort, I guess. I decided to sell my Banes for profit. It's up 8K. I'm going to take it. I don't know if he's going to go back down or go back up. I'm not really sure how he's going to fluctuate within the next 24 hours. So if he goes back down, I might pick him up again. But you know what? I was happy with that profit, and I took it. Then Kolasinac actually sold for about 70,000 coins here after tax. I'm really not making anything on that card, so we just kind of got rid of that card. I didn't lose coins, I didn't make coins on him. On all the other Kolasinacs, we actually did make a nice bit of profit. That was just the one that we kind of had left over, and since he's dropping in price a little bit, I thought I'd get him out of the club. But right now, we've actually got a pretty stacked transfer list. Now, right now, we are in profit range for Parejo. He's at 24,500 coins. So if I sold my Parejo right now, I wouldn't be too disappointed, considering we got most of these Parejos for 21,000 and less. I don't even know if I actually got a Parejo for more than 21K. Got that one for 20K. Then we got that Parejo for 21K. Got this Parejo for 20K. Got that one for 21,750. So that was a little bit more. Ultimately, not a big deal. 750 coins more. And then another one for 20,000 coins. So when it comes down to it, we don't have that many Parejos. And I'd probably be able to rack up maybe 15,000 coin profit if I were to sell my Parejos right now. So I'm considering overnighting a couple of the cards. I don't know if I want to dump all of them, but we are going into Squad Battle Rewards tomorrow. So it kind of depends on what are people kind of thinking going into Squad Battle Rewards this week, now that there's Path to Glory and there's Black Friday coming up. It's a lot more congested. Everybody's not focused on informs like normally, and I don't know if they're going to rise as much going into Squad Battle Rewards. They might actually drop a little, so I might want to sell a couple on my Parejos, might dump my Thalvin as well. I only have one of him right now, so I'll just go ahead and get rid of him. Not really a big investment, but my Cook, however, I don't want to really sell him because I think that he will rise going into the Player of the Month hype this Friday. And Player of the Month, if you guys haven't picked up on that yet, if you guys haven't seen my previous videos, it's going to be on the 17th of the month, 17th of November. So that's just going and giving you guys a heads up. Now, they will announce it on the Premier League Twitter first, then EA will probably announce it after that. And then at about 6 p.m. UK, that's how they've released the first two Player of the Month cards. At 6 p.m. UK, they're going to drop the Player of the Month into squad building challenges. So that gives you guys a few hours in between when they announce it and then when the actual squad building challenge drops. So that's when you would sell cards into the hype if you have certain cards and you took the risk. I would not wait until it actually drops. I wouldn't even wait until they announce it, okay? Especially if you guys have cards that are specific to a certain player. Now, if you have Moy or if you have Cook, that's not a big deal. You're not really investing in a specific player. You're just investing in those cards because they're Premier League and they're informed. But if you invested in players like Fulkrug for Sane, and Sane doesn't end up winning it, let's say De Bruyne wins it, or let's say Nacho Monreal wins it. So if Sane doesn't win it, then in those few hours, this Fulkrug is going to go from what he is right now, which is about 14,500 coins, and he's going to go down to probably minimum. Well, that would be a good investment because, I mean, he is in the Bundesliga and he's a striker. The stats are meh. But overall, that's more than discard for a card right there. He would go down to discard price. So ultimately, you would definitely want to sell into the hype if you got anything specific to a team or a country for a specific player that's nominated. So I wanted to go ahead and clear that up for you guys if you were wondering. Now, it's going to be a short video today because I am bringing out the ultimate Black Friday trading guide for you guys just a few hours after this video goes up. It's going to cover everything in Black Friday revolving around the market. Literally everything. Now, the reason I have pushed it back so far is because so much stuff continues to develop and unfold. EA releasing Path to Glory. You know, Matt HD Gamer's video kind of being, you know, up and down. We don't know when it's coming out. All that. Now that we have kind of a better feel for everything, I feel comfortable dropping it. Obviously, things are still subject to change, but ultimately I can bring out a pretty good video that'll definitely help you guys get a grasp on how the market's going to fluctuate during Black Friday so you can capitalize on it and make yourself some profit. Remember, that's one of the only ultimate trading guides I bring out all year. We did one for Halloween. We'll do one for Black Friday. We'll do one for Footmas. We'll do one for Team of the Year. We'll do one probably for St. Patrick's Day. Then I'll do one for Team of the Season and Footies. And that's it. So about 7 different times I'll bring out a video. So this is one of them. So don't miss that video. And that's going to be it for today's episode. Now, it's a very, very short episode. Probably one of the shortest that I have had and will ever have. But if you guys did enjoy and it did help you out, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'll see you guys in the ultimate Black Friday trading guide. Peace out.